Hello, 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 everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Today is January 10th, 2025. Beautiful Friday. TGIF. I hope everybody had a wonderful week and getting ready to have an awesome weekend. Wanted to come to you today to talk about a couple things. Um, as I went to the gym today, I uh, was talking to some friends, and uh, they were really down. They were really down and out, and it seemed like they were dealing with a lot of things. And life kind of came at them, and of course, I stepped in. I was like, well, what's going on? Is everything okay? And one lady who I've talked to before numerous times, she had said that she had ended a 17-year relationship, and she was feeling really bad, and her and her husband finalized a divorce, and they were uh, and she was just feeling down about it. She was crying, and she was just kind of wondering what her next steps were going to be. And so I kind of just thought about some things that I was going through in my life, that I can kind of assist her with, and but I just listened to her first, and I was just like, well, you know, how are you feeling, and she went on to say, that she was really sad, down and out, even though it was something that needed to happen. She said that, that I guess they were in a bad place, so it needed to happen. Um, so I understood that, and I she was just like, what do I do? What do I go from here? And I told her, I said, well, right now it sounds like you're dealing with grief. I said, you've had 17 years with this person. This person has been in your life. This person has been the person that you woke up to every day and gone to bed with every night. And it becomes um, sad to think about, because it's grief. And I go on to tell her that, grief is not always about physically losing someone. It's about losing a relationship, a long-term relationship. It could be about losing a long-term friendship. It could be about losing a childhood home. That you are so comfortable living in, and all of a sudden it's not there anymore. Grief can come to us in many different shapes and sizes. And she was like, wow, I never thought of it like that. And she was like, yeah, you're right. I am grieving. I'm grieving a loss. And that's what it was. It was a loss that she was grieving. And we talked, and she's a believer. And I just told her, that during my healing process and my grieving, that I have um, gotten really close to God, and I really feel like, this was a way for God to enter into her life, and for her to find more about Him and get to know Him more. Because I think that's what He does. He catches us in our pain, and gives us a path forward, through Him, through trusting Him and through seeking His grace. His grace is sufficient. It's more than enough. We always have to believe that. I mean, that God is going to be there, and He's going to give us the grace that we need, and the motivation that we need, and the encouragement that we need. Um, I know that losing someone, um, physically, is hard. I've been dealing with my mom's passing, and today is 4 months, since she's been gone, and it's been a roller coaster ride, a roller coaster of emotions that I've been dealing with. Some days I feel joy, some days I feel sadness, some it's up and down, and that's okay, because you know God didn't make us to be perfect. We're going to have those up and down feelings all the time, regardless of what we're grieving. And like I said, grief can come out of nowhere, and it could come in all shapes and sizes. And I know a scripture in my favorite book, talks about how, you know, it's in Psalms. Let me see. Sorry about that. I wrote it down. It's in Psalms. It's you make known to me the path of life, and in thy presence is fullness of joy. You make known to me the path of life, and in thy presence is fullness of joy. That tells me that when I pray, when I come to God, when I trust God, when I lean on God, my sadness can go away, and joy can replace that. Whatever I'm going through, whatever I'm dealing with. And you make known to me the path of life. Trust God to lead you through whatever you're going through, whatever grief you're dealing with, whatever struggle you're dealing with. And just trusting Him to, come through for you, trusting Him to have your back, after any type of healing that you need, any type of process that you're going through. It's important to have that type of trust moving forward, and knowing that you can lean on Him, and He has your back, because I know He has mine. He has gotten me through a lot of things that I've gone through, not only the past couple years, but even when I first went in front of the judge. When I first went in front of the judge and got sentenced, I was numb. I didn't have any type of response. When he sentenced me, I was like, wow. I cannot believe this is happening to me. I cannot believe I'm about to be a person who I never thought I was going to be. I didn't know who I was at the time. And it created a sadness. It created, I was embarrassed. I was, pretty angry with myself. I found myself around a whole lot of people, but felt alone. Sometimes when you're around a whole lot of people, you still feel alone. And it's okay, to feel that way. And because God is once again telling you, you're never alone if you have me. You're never alone if you have me in your life. And I get that. I get that now more than ever. More than ever, I get that. Having God walk with me on this journey has been amazing. Things things I think about, that are going to happen, and that I know that's going to happen, makes me so happy, to be able to one day share with you guys, that, my breakthrough, my testimony, that God has given me, provided for me. So I just want to encourage you all, to put your trust in Him continuously, and that even when you're grieving the loss of a friendship, the loss of a long-term relationship, God is saying, come on, come to me, talk to me. I'll brighten up your day. I'll brighten up your day. And He will. Trust in Him. He will. I encourage you all to continue to put your trust in Him, and continue to love on yourself, and take care of yourself. Just learn from other people. Get yourself around some people that are, that will encourage you and bring you joy. And I'm not saying things will get better right away, but you're on your way. You are on your way. So hang in there. Don't give up the fight. Keep going, and just trust that God is in control. He is in control. He got you. He got your back. He got your back. If nobody else does, He got your back. So don't grieve alone. Don't grieve alone. God's got your back. I love you all. Continue to pray for me as I continue to pray for you. Enjoy this new year, and I'm praying for blessings for all of you. And until next time, love you.